What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Wow, I didn't see this coming. I'm not gonna act like I did. I'm not gonna fake it. I'm not gonna fake the funk. I had Pittsburgh winning this game, and Cleveland had other plans. Oh man, I didn't see this one coming, man. I'm not gonna pretend. I didn't see this one coming. Um, they came out immediately, jumped up, went up 28-0. When I first saw that, I was like, "Is something wrong with my television?" That's really how I was feeling. Is something wrong with my TV? No, I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like the Steelers ain't been struggling lately. But I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Now that this win make that whole what I think they went 11 games undefeated. It make it look fraudulent at this point. Oh man, I didn't see this one coming, man. I, but I've always said I don't care if they have Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, Baker Mayfield. They're a running team. And I said a while ago, I said if they realize that they're a running team and continue to run the ball, they're going to be okay. And that's what you saw today. Baker Mayfield, 21 of 34, 263 yards. What happened here? Sorry about that. Um, Baker Mayfield, 21 of 34, 263 yards, 3 touchdowns, 115 passer rating. Nick Chubb, 18 carries, 76 yards, 4.2 yards a carry. Kareem Hunt, 8 carries, 48 yards, 6 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns. Jarvis Landry, 5 receptions, 92 yards. Nick Chubb, that was to me that was a key right there. Having Nick Chubb coming out of the backfield, becoming a receiver was different. And I think it played a major role, man. Because I don't think they was ready. I don't think that was part of their game plan. Hooper, seven receptions, 46 yards. Overall, man, I gotta admit, man, I was just shocked. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, they could have thrown in the towel at halftime, but they didn't. They came out, they responded like a professional team. They played their butts off. Actually had a chance to really get back in the thing and make it interesting. But every time they would get close, Cleveland Browns just make a play because they were so far ahead. When you spot someone 28 points, they got a lot of room for error. They got a lot of room for errors. And it was at the point that, they can give up points because you had to score 4 touchdowns just to catch them, right? So hats off to Pittsburgh, fighting like champions. They fought their butts off to get back in there. When you look at Roethlisberger, 47 attempts for 47 of 68, 501 yards, 4 touchdowns, but 4 interceptions. You ain't gonna win an NFL game with 4 interceptions, man. You're not. I don't know no other way to say this. Not with 4 interceptions, Big Ben. Now you're better than that. He's better than that. Four interceptions. He's better than that. Wow. James Conner, 11 carries, 37 yards. That ain't gonna get it done either. And when you're down, it just makes the running game null and void. As a team, once you're down by 28, you got to throw. Like so much for a running game. You got to throw at this point. And they actually, they had no choice. They had high numbers because Juju Smith had 13 receptions, 157 yards. Deontay Johnson, 11 receptions, 117 yards. Claypool and the reason why I'm skipping to him is he had 5 receptions for 59 yards, but I felt like there was some plays that they left on the field. Like there was the one miscommunication between him and Ben. I don't know who fault it is. I don't know who to blame that on. But if Ben wouldn't have threw it and just after he did the up and go, he didn't boom touchdown. They left some points out on that field, man. The one interception that was behind the guy that as a receiver, I'm sorry, I'm gonna defend Ben on that. As a receiver, you got to catch it. It was behind, but if your hand touch it, you got to catch it. Just an old school mentality. I mean, if these numbers, anytime you find yourself throwing 60, 70, when your quarterback got almost 70 passing attempts, you're behind a lot, because that means you ain't running at all. Those numbers, they're just not. He didn't get any. He wasn't sacked at all. He didn't have not one sack, but 4 interceptions. But when you throwing almost 70 times, you're gonna expect some interceptions in there. To me, first of all, let's be honest here. You know, no need to sugarcoat it. Pittsburgh shouldn't even been in a wild card position. You start this thing started unraveling way before it got to this point. I remember watching games that they won during their streak, and I was like, ooh, I don't know. And but for to have this to have this as, I don't know, man. Like I this is almost unexplainable. I mean, shout out to Cleveland for taking advantage of miscues. Most likely the team that turned the ball over the most will lose the game. And today that was no exception. But it's one thing to have a bunch of turnovers, another thing for the team to be able to take advantage of those opportunities, and that's exactly what happened here. They took advantage of those interceptions. Man. You know, Pittsburgh, I know at one point was, felt like they were Super Bowl bound. And I don't know if they got out of rhythm somewhere and something fell apart, but wow, I didn't see that one coming. I'm not gonna act like I did. I'm not gonna pretend I seen that one coming. I did not see that one coming. The Cleveland Browns are moving on. They're moving on. Pittsburgh gonna have to go back and figure out how you end up with a 12-4 record after going 11, I think it was 11-0, and how you a first wild card exit. They got some soul searching to do. They got some change. I don't know what this means for Big Ben and his future. I don't know what this means for. First of all, they got to find a running game. Let's just be honest. They got to find a running game. I like Connor. I love his story. I love him as his story is amazing. Battling cancer, coming back to play. That's amazing. Hats off to them. But at the end of the day, to have that, well, and not just this game. Their running game has been suspect all year, and it's gonna be a focus. It has to be a focus in the offseason, because Big Ben can't throw 6 to 8 times a game and win those games. Too many games like that, obviously, as we see here. That's my take, man. Congratulations to the Cleveland Browns. To Pittsburgh, gotta figure something out there, buddy. All right, guys. With that being said, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, man. You guys be good.